Well, joining us now from Manchester is the Chief Crown Prosecutor for the CPS in the North West, Nazir Afzal. Mr Afzal, an appalling crime and a difficult case. What are your thoughts this evening?
Well, there's no celebration. We know that these criminals are now behind bars and will be for, well, in Cregan's case, forever. But at the same time, we recognise that people are left to pick up the pieces. And I met the families of Fiona Bone and Nicola Hughes today, and I had nothing I could say to them, quite frankly, because they will have to live with what's left behind. And yes, it was extremely complex. It was a phenomenal investigation by Greater Manchester Police. It was a brilliant preparation by my prosecution team.
The fact that Dale Cregan had killed and was left free on the streets was a pretty appalling failing, wasn't it?
No, we can't create evidence. If there was no evidence, as there was at the beginning in relation to Mark Short's murder, then you can't charge somebody with no evidence. And so he was on bail, yes. He then went and killed somebody else, and then he went on the run. It's a live investigation still. There are still other people who are currently being investigated in relation to their roles, but we didn't make any failures as far as I'm concerned. We brought various people to justice today, including Mr Cregan, and we've probably made Manchester and the North West significantly safer.
I mean, clearly, Dale Cregan was the key figure in all of this, but given that there were many others in the dock, and this was about high-profile families feuding, it seems, under the noses of the police, are you disappointed you didn't secure more convictions today?
I never second-guess a jury. A jury convicted the vast majority of those people before them. It has to be said, this case was brought to trial faster than any I know. Multiple murders, multiple defendants. It was brought to trial within 6 months, and the convictions today demonstrate that we brought a substantial amount of evidence here. You have to recognise that the officers were dealing with family, in effect, the people that Cregan killed. And we had a lot of people who were very frightened and very scared, and we supported them in giving evidence. So I am satisfied that we did all we could do to bring these people to justice, and they have been brought to justice.
But as you say, still a live issue for you and for the police.
Very, very much a live investigation. There were many people undoubtedly who assisted Mr Cregan and others, and we will make sure that they're brought to justice, and they will have their day in court too.
Nazir Afzal, thank you very much for joining us this evening.